Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. It's your boy Phil. So today we will be roaming around eating food at the Big E or the Eastern States Exposition. So what are we waiting for? Let's start the video. Hope you're having a great day, everyone. So we are back at West Springfield, Massachusetts, where we will be attending the Big E, formerly known as the Eastern States Exposition, which started in October 1916 and billed as New England's Great State Fair. It is the largest agricultural event on the East Coast and the fifth largest fair in the nation, according to Wikipedia. The Big E is inclusive of all 6 of the New England states: Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont, and of course, my home state, Massachusetts. Each of the states is prominently represented at the fair by their food, shops, exhibits, culture, style that are unique to each state. Being a theme park, there are a lot of people. The Big E is held every autumn in West Springfield, Massachusetts, and each year the fair opens on the second Friday after Labor Day and runs for 17 days. It is recommended that if you want to buy some items such as merchandise and food, you still bring cash. And in some food items and in some shops, everything has a line, so be prepared to wait. The staff are very helpful and there are maps all over the place in case you get lost. The Big E is famous in New England for their craft beer. Brewers create their own special beer that have their own unique aroma, flavor, and taste, and is a worthy try. There are also differences in the color and the clarity of the beers. So for this time, we will try the cider donut beer. Now this was a mildly sweet cider drink. It's kind of like a combination of beer and apple cider juice. It doesn't have the characteristic bitter taste of beer, and the best part is it is mildly sweet and you can taste that fermented apple juice flavor. This craft beer by my cousin is straight up tastes like beer. It has that characteristic bitter taste and that strong fermented alcohol flavor. We were hungry when we arrived here in the Big E, so we decided to have lunch at Captain Nemo's Gallery, and we are going to have some deep-fried whole belly clams, some hot dogs with garnishes, some fish tacos, and the highlight of the fair, some smoked dinosaur turkey legs. So there are seats, tables on the fairgrounds, so you can pretty much eat, sit down at your own leisure. First food we're gonna try is some deep-fried whole belly clams. Seafood is associated with New England, and this deep-fried whole belly clams are really a staple. These are some of my favorites because the batter is crispy, not too oily, well seasoned. The whole belly clams inside are soft and has a very similar taste close to oyster. So these things are mildly salty, so you don't really need much seasoning for this. Next is hot dog with chili and garnishes. Now these chicken hot dogs taste like your ordinary chicken hot dogs that you see in the fair and carnivals. It's the chili at the bottom and the garnishes on top that make it a worthy bite. And in between, I'm chasing it with some fries and cider donut beer. The shrimp tacos have deep-fried shrimp as they're filling in the taco, but I think you're better off with the legitimate Mexican-style shrimp tacos. Now this was definitely a surprise. Smoked and roasted dinosaur turkey legs. And as you can see, they are really big. And surprisingly, the meat is still moist despite being smoked. The barbecue sauce that they painted on the surface of the meat has a characteristic savory flavor with some notes of sweetness. Now these things are really huge. The amount of meat that you have here is equal, I think, to about 5 to 7 chicken legs. They will give you barbecue sauce on the side if you like, but honestly, you don't really need it. Because all that flavor, all that smoked essence, all that fat and meat, and all those aromas are concentrated in the meat. You just really have to use your hands to get into those pieces of meat, fat, tendons, and all that in this dinosaur turkey leg.
Donuts! Big tip, right?
And now we are going to another favorite in fairs, fried mini donuts.
Hi, honey. What would you like? Cinnamon sugar, powder, or both? Cinnamon sugar. Cinnamon sugar, okay.
Deep fried pieces of sweet and seasoned dough coated with sugar, cinnamon, and all other flavorings. And be careful because some of them are really hot. Now these pieces of mini donuts are really addictive. They taste sweet, creamy, and the dough is very fresh and fluffy soft. So your low-carb diet is not going to work with this mini donuts because once again, they are very addictive. They are perfect to eat by themselves or with some coffee. But in our case, we just ate them by themselves. And that's the buttery soft donut. Really delicious and addictive mini treats. We also had some sweet corn, I think from New Hampshire or Vermont, where it is steamed with some creamy butter. So the taste of the corn is sweet and creamy and buttery at the same time. And we are also getting some New Hampshire kettle corn. The heavy metal music is also included. And you really have all those coverings in your skin because you can imagine cooking popcorn in an open kettle. After mixing and cooking it with a boat paddle, they put it to another kettle, sprinkle some salt and sugar. I mean, the exact ratio is a secret. Mix them up very thoroughly by hand. And the heat of the popcorn caramelizes the sugar and the salt in the surface, giving it that characteristic sweet and salty flavor. And the last step is bagging them and giving them conveniently to customers. And we also had a box of the Big E cream puffs, which we will eat for dessert later. I like these cream puffs because primarily they are not too sweet. The creamy filling in the center is creamy, buttery, and of course, not that sweet. It's perfect for dessert and as your buddy for coffee in the morning, as what I'm doing now. And that crispy bread layer was toasted and kind of tasted like a croissant. And those were some of the foods that we're gonna feature here at the Big E. And that was a great meal indeed. Thank you for watching this video, and I really do hope that you enjoy it, and thank you for your continued support. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. See you later in the next video, guys. Take care.